Good day, Grade 2 learners. Welcome to today's life skill lesson, where we are going to be learning about why we need water, air, and sunlight. My name is Lauren Knezovich Henwood. This lesson is brought to you by the Gauteng Department of Education in collaboration with Sci-Bono Discovery Centre and broadcast by Pakama Research and Development. Let's begin. Our lesson objectives for today. By the end of our lesson, you will be able to do the following. Explain the importance of water. Name the various sources of water. Explain the benefits of clean air. And describe the importance of the sun in our lives. The pre-knowledge you need for today's lesson is all you learnt in grade 1, your everyday knowledge. Our bodies need water to stay alive. Last week, we learned all about how our bodies need energy. Now we also need to remember that our bodies need water to stay alive. Our bodies have a very clever way of telling us we need to drink something by telling us we're thirsty. And that makes you want to go and grab a cold drink or some delicious, healthy water. We breathe in air, so every living creature, including you, needs to breathe in and out. When the air is clean, it's better for our lungs. Sunlight makes plants grow, but sunlight is also good for us. Right, let's think about all the reasons why we need water in our lives. So we know our bodies need water to stay alive. You should drink at least 5 different glasses or cups of water a day when you're in grade 2. Did you know you can only survive for 2 days without water? But if you didn't have food, you could stay alive for 2 weeks, but only 2 days without water. It just shows you how important water is for us. Let's think of all the different uses we have for water in our daily life. So we've spoken about why we need water to drink. We also need water to wash our bodies and stay clean so we don't smell. We need water to cook our food, also to make tea and coffee. We use water to clean our houses. Water is very, very important for farming because the plants need water. They call it irrigation, otherwise they won't grow, and plants provide a whole lot of food for us and animals. And they also use water in factories and mines to clean down the machinery and help with what they're doing there. So let's just go over that. We know we need water to stay alive. You can't go for more than 2 days without water. There's lots of different uses for water, but the main ones are for drinking, washing, cooking, cleaning houses, farming, and for factories and mines. So water comes from a variety of different places. We call these places water sources. So you can see here, we can get water from a river or a small river, which we call a stream. Water can also be stored in a reservoir, which is a man-made structure. Unlike a river, it's a dam with a dam wall here, and they store the water. We know we get water from rain. The clouds give us water, and if we have those big tanks or buckets, we can save rainwater. We also find water in ponds. We can also get water from a hand pump or a well. There's another one that we use quite a lot in South Africa. It's kind of like a hand pump, except it works with the wind, and it's called a windmill. Those are all the different places we can get water from that we need to use every single day. I now have a video for you that I'd like you to watch. And this gives us some clues and tips on how to save water.
Thanks again for inviting me for a sleepover tonight, Peter.
I love sleepovers. Chris, you should always shut off the water when you're not using it.
But how will I brush my teeth without water?
All you need is just enough to get your toothbrush wet, like this.
Why do I need to do that? There's water everywhere. In oceans, and lakes, and streams, and even when it rains.
Well, you're right, but not all that water is safe for us to drink. Here, imagine this. If you took all the water in the entire world and put it in one big pool, it would look like this.
See? I told you that's a lot of water.
It might look like a lot, but of all that water, only a tiny bit is safe for us to drink and use every day.
Oh, that's not very much at all.
No, it's not. That's why we have to be smart about how we use it.
Wow, you're right, Peter. I didn't think of that.
It's always smart to save water.
Where else can we save water?
Well, we can save water by taking a short shower instead of a bath, and by sweeping up dirt outside instead of using a hose. And I always tell my dad when I find a faucet that's dripping so he can fix it. Dripping faucets waste a lot of water.
Oh, I know! Like using a bucket to wash your dad's car instead of using a hose.
That's right.
And when I help my mom do laundry, we can make sure to always wash full loads instead of washing just a few things at a time.
Those are great ideas, Chris.
Wow, I had no idea there were so many ways to save water. You know, Peter, all this talk about water reminds me of a funny joke. What did the ocean say to the shore?
I don't know.
Nothing! It just waved!
That was a good one, Chris.
I hope you boys and girls enjoyed that video and start using some of those little water saving tips at home and at school. Now we are going to go on to the importance of air and why we need air. So if you have a look here, we breathe in air because our bodies need oxygen, and we breathe out carbon dioxide. That's the way your lungs look inside your body over here. And when you breathe in, oxygen is going into your body. And when you breathe out, the carbon dioxide is coming out your body. Right. When we breathe, it's very important that we breathe in clean air. Polluted air is not good for our lungs. It can make us sick and damage our lungs. So make sure you go outside into nature where the air is clean and breathe in lots of good, healthy air. Okay, we can see there I wrote you a little note. Clean air is good for us and dirty air will make us sick. Look at that little girl here. She's got a tissue around her nose because she doesn't want to breathe in that polluted air from the factories. Right. We also need sunlight. Sunlight is very, very important in our lives. We know plants need sunlight to grow, and we also know that sunshine has something, it's a little magic vitamin called vitamin D. So you can only get vitamin D from the sunshine. Okay, and we need vitamin D to stay healthy and to help us fight any kind of infection that we get in our body. So vitamin D keeps us healthy. I'm going to write a little note here for you. Vitamin D keeps us healthy. So you must spend time outside in the sunshine to get lots of vitamin D. Vitamin D and the sun work together because vitamin D also makes you feel happy and positive. You do, however, need to practice sun safety. So what is the first thing that we can do to keep ourselves safe in the sun? Always wear a hat. Hat is very important. If you have some sunscreen, wear sunscreen. And you need to remember, between the hours of 10 and 2, the sun is at its hottest, and that's when you can burn. So if you can, don't play outside between the hours of 10 and 2 for a long period of time. Let's summarize what we've learned today. We need water to stay alive. It's very important for our bodies. Remember, I told you you cannot go for more than 2 days without water. Food, you can go without for 2 weeks, but water is so, so important. We get water that we use from a variety of different sources. Air is important for us, and remember, we breathe in oxygen and out carbon dioxide. And it's important that we breathe in clean air to keep our lungs happy and healthy. Sunlight is good for us, but not too much. Remember that between the hours of 10 and 2, the sun is at its hottest, so don't stay outside for a long period of time without a hat. Also remember, when you're in the sunlight, it is important to drink lots of water. And most of all, be safe in the sun. Boys and girls, that's all we have time for today. I will see you next week, same place, same time. Just remember to sanitize and wear your masks and practice social distancing. Until next time, goodbye.